Here we go. There we are. Take that one off. And we're here. So another week in a Quilting Wednesday. We're just getting one. Hi, Gail. How are you? Bit chilly up in Brisbane. It's been a bit chilly here today, actually. We only got a top of about 15 or 16 today. So it's been really, really cool. Good evening. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? Yvonne, you'll be happy. I'm actually getting down to a Victorian show. I'll be in Bendigo. Okay, so next week we've got Canberra. I'll be down in Canberra doing the Craft Alive show down there. And the following month, it'll be down in Bendigo. Okay, so I'll be there with Craft Alive. And who else we got? Hi, Barb and Dizzy. How are you? And all the groupies? Yes, definitely. Now, the classes, as I know, I did promise them this month. It sort of slid by because I was so busy. And we had the technical issues with getting the cameras and everything right. So let's hope after Canberra, I'll be on to it. Hi, Doreen. How are you? Yeah, Yvonne, you'll see me there. That'll be great. Into Bendigo. So I'll be down there. But I'll be at Canberra next week, guys. So come and see me there. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? Yeah, come and see me in Canberra as well. It's going to be a little bit chilly down there, but looking forward to that cooler weather. Apparently tomorrow it jumps over 20 tomorrow here. So hope you're all keeping warm and everything's happening okay. So what's happening tonight? It's going to be a SewTrivia night. We love our trivia nights. So we're just waiting for a few more to get on here. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Hope you see me in Bendigo. Oh, wonderful, Dizzy. You're still down there with your daughters. So I'll see you down at Bendigo. Yeah, it's going to be SewTrivia tonight. Hope you've all had a lovely week. What happened in the week with the new fabrics last week being released? So they're all done. They're now down at Black Possum Fabrics. So the stockists, I have put the list right at the bottom of the website page. There's 2 people so far with the stockist list. It's a little bit hard to say. So you can actually go and get any meterage from there because I've taken the meterage off the website for them. Hi, Karen. How are you? So yeah, so that's happened. It's been a little bit quiet in the shop, but I've been busy out the back getting ready for Canberra. All right, so we've got everyone on here. If anyone doesn't know the SewTrivia, all you have to do, hi, Jane, how are you? All you have to do is actually just pop in with an answer. Okay, it doesn't have to be the first person in with an answer, but just pop in with an answer and we'll see. And I add them up at the end and you all get vouchers. Hi, Jane. Hi, Mum. Mum's on there. And, yep, just checking I haven't missed anybody. So, yeah, so you can actually just pop in with the answer. I'll then add it all up later and give you the vouchers from that. So who else have we got? Just love the combis and the stars. I know, Gail, they are so cute. I haven't had a chance to make anything with any of them yet. I've been busy designing a new quilt with the Paisleys. Don't forget our Paisleys, they were a week before, with the Paisleys. So I am, it's not a complicated one, but writing the pattern, it's just getting in there and getting it done. So it's been a little bit hectic. Hi, Jenny, how are you? Yeah, so there will be new things happening, but I will be down in Canberra. So there won't be a live Wednesday night, but I will be live from Canberra. Now I've got this set up working and I understand it myself now. The live will be from Canberra from the show and I'll be doing quite a few live feeds from there and workshops and everything from mine. Hi, Kathy, how are you? I'll be doing them from the stand. Okay, and also that's when I'll come back and I'll look at putting classes up because now I've sort of got this happening where it's not breaking down. The volume's working, everything's happening. So let's hope it all goes okay tonight. It was before. Yes, Karen, you did. I've got it. Didn't quite get to the post office today. Buffering happening on YouTube. Okay, Dizzy, not sure why. It has been running through there every time. So, yeah, Karen, yeah, didn't get to the post office. Actually, it was pouring all day here today. So I didn't get a chance to go up to the post office. But it will be posted tomorrow for you, not a problem, because the sun's coming out tomorrow and it'll be a little bit warmer. Yeah, so the buffering, I'm not sure what's happening on that one. Dizzy, maybe just jump through to the Facebook if you want to and go from there. All right, let's start the trivia. Otherwise, we won't get it finished because I have a big list of questions to ask you guys. All right, so everyone ready for trivia? We're going to have a few more coming in, but that's okay. So just type in an answer and everybody will get a voucher at the end of it. And whoever gets the most gets a little bit more in their voucher and so on and so on. I'll add them up and you'll get the vouchers by the weekend or by the end of the weekend, okay? Because I do have a lot more to do tomorrow. And if you have noticed, sometimes a little bit late, I'm actually taking a day off a week at the moment whichever day it is, I'm not sure. I just try to take a day off so I'll get a little bit of rest. That's okay. Been getting ready for chickens arriving tomorrow. Oh, that's great, Karen. Your quilt's at Jenny's as well. So, yeah. So let's get started with the quiz. Are we ready? First one. If you don't have the thread that matches the fabric to do your quilting, do you go to a darker shade or a lighter shade? All right. So if you don't have a thread that matches it, what's the better preference, to go to a darker shade or a lighter shade? All right. Who's going to be the first one to come through with that one? All right. So do you go a darker shade or a lighter one? Doreen's come in with lighter. Vanessa has come in with darker. We've got some lighters, darker, Yvonne, Narelle. Oh, here they all come. All right, darker, Joanne. Let's just all just have another little pop in. Hi, Narelle. We've got Jenny, Yvonne. There's a few other new ones. Yes, so just type it in. What have we got? A light shade, Carol, Dizzy. Okay, Vicky, how are you? Oh, Peter, how are you? All right, Kathy. Right, you've got a mixture of lighter or darker. It's actually preferable to go a slightly darker shade, okay? That's when you're quilting on the top. Just go to a slightly darker shade, okay? That is the rule of thumb, but it's not the real rule. But I'm going for the rule of thumb one here, so just slightly lighter. Slightly darker, sorry. Rhonda, yes, darker. All right. So that is the first one. Anybody, if it's a bit buffering or a bit late, just keep answering and I'll add them all up at the end anyway. All right, next one. What size stitch length should you use when you're doing your 1/4 inch seams? So what size? Hi, Rhonda. What size stitch length? It's an average between. So, but what size stitch length should you use? Oh, got you thinking. All of a sudden, they'll all pop in. So, you know, your stitch length on your machine, and it's got the little markings up to different, from 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, whatever. What size is the best one to use for your patchworking? Here they come. All right, you've got them all coming in. Oh, it seems to be that you're all typing, then all of a sudden they just drop in. We got Doreen, Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Jenny, Karen. Yeah, we're all looking around the same one. It does depend on your machine too, like how it's set up and everything, but there is a standard sort of average that you can pick, all right? And you're all sort of getting it. Hi, Shaz, how are you? We got some new people in here dropping in, just writing in the comments, which is great. All right, so yeah, you pretty much all got it. It is between 2, 2.5. 3 can sometimes be a little bit too big because when you're opening up the fabric, it can show, especially when you're quilting, if it pulls a little bit of the fabric, it can show the gap, all right? So 2 to 2.5 is the standard sort of size. All right, next one. How are we going? Yep, we've all got them in. What do you call a quilt, right? What do you call it when you put the quilt top, the wadding, and the backing, and you baste it together? What's the 3 of them called? It's kind of funny terminology, but what's the 3 of them called when you got the 3 of them? The top, the wadding, and the backing. What do you call it? Alison's come in. Hi, Alison. So when you're putting the 3 layers together and you're either pinning it, basting it somehow, or you've got it on your frame or whatever, but what do you call it? It's a funny little thing. You call it when you're putting the 3 together. Here you all come. Again, I sort of sit here waiting, and then all of a sudden all these ones come popping in. All right, so we've got Joanne, Jackie, Jenny. Yeah, we all know this one, don't we? This one's a pretty easy one. I've thrown in an easy one. All right, and it is. Yes, Peter's got it. Alison, because I can see all the comments now on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can throw them through there. Shaz has got it. Dizzy, Therese, how are you? And Rhonda, yeah, so it is sandwich. So it's sandwiching. So when you're putting the 3 layers together, it is called a sandwich. All right, it's not what we have for morning tea or lunch. It's actually what we can have it, but it's what that's called, a sandwich. All right, next one. Okay, so this one I'll give you, what do these following words all have in common? So what are they known as? So you've got Echo, Stipple, Miranda, and Crosshatch. What do they all relate to in our quilting? All right, so in our patchwork and quilting terminologies, what are they all referring to? Yeah, Sambo. Yeah, Nura, I get that one. Yeah, so you've got Echo, Stipple, Miranda, or Crosshatch. What is it all referring to? Yep, Peter, you've got it. Jackie, they're popping in. Vicky, Yvonne, Jenny, yes. So it can be either free motion or actually just your quilting, because free motion you can do all of the Mirandaing and stippling is the free motion, but you can actually it's still quilting the quilts together. So I'll take either one of those. Type of quilting patterns, definitely Gail, Vanessa, Jane, Shaz, stitches for quilting your sandwich. Oh, that deserves a little bit of a show, doesn't it? Where is it? There it is, Shaz. Oh, hang on, it keeps going up the ladder. There we go. It's stitches for quilting your sandwiches. So she's put the two answers together. I love your work on that one. Veronica, embroidery, not sure that they are all in embroidery ones, but they are for all your quiltings. All right. Okay. So let's go again. We are going to get through to the next one. What do you call it? Oh, yeah. What do you call it when you put the seams next to each other when you're going to put them together? Narelle should have had something here to show you. There's probably something sitting beside me. Here we go. So when you are putting your seams together, okay, if you can, oh, you know what? I have the other screen here. So when, I can't see the answers. So when you're putting them together, there it is. So when your seams are going together here, all right, I've actually sewn this one. What do you call it when one will go the other way and like they go in opposite directions? All right, what do you call that in just our fun terms of quilting? What do you call it? All right, and you're all getting it without me showing it anyway. How cool is that? Butting, yes, Therese, yep. Butting's a good one. And everyone else is getting it as well. So Yvonne's and butt, yeah, butt or nesting. Totally, you're all dropping in with them all good. Kathy's got it there. We've got the nesting. All right. Gail's got the nesting. Love your work. You're all getting these ones. Who else we got? Doreen, Peter, and Dizzy nesting the seams. It just makes it easier. And Shaz is coming. Oh, Shanna, how are you, honey? Locking. Never heard of that one. But nesting. Cynthia, how are you, darling? That's a new one. Cynthia's in here too. Joined the Bindis groupies. Nesting. So, Shanna, I'll have to take that to the adjudicator and see whether locking is actually one. I've never heard of it as locking. I've heard it as butting or nesting. All right. Oh, hi, Cynthia from Southwest Ohio. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining in on the Bindis groupies. So we're in Australia, and I've been New South Wales and Woodburn, and a lot of these ladies are from all over Australia that actually come in and have a bit of fun on a Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Lovely to have somebody from overseas. All right, next one. Oh, name this block. Here we go. We all love the name the block thing, don't we? Let me just take away the name. When I printed it out, it was on the top. All right, so here we go. Let that focus for a minute. Is that going to focus okay? There we go. Name that block. All right, so can you name that block? It's a pretty common one. Do it with half square triangles. It's pretty cool. You can do it with because they've got the half square triangle here. This one is a half square triangle cut, and then you put another one on to join it. Here you go. You're all coming through. Vicky's got it. Yvonne's got it. Jackie's got it. Not pinwheel. No, Kathy, it's actually a card trick. All right, because a pinwheel one goes more around. All right, card trick. Yes, Karen, Yvonne, you're all getting that one. Thanks, Dizzy, for saying hello to our overseas person in there. So that's wonderful. Oh, it hasn't scrolled down. Here we go. Cynthia, there you are. Yep, card trick. Shanna's got it. Vanessa and Veronica. Dizzy's come in. There we go. There's Shanna. She's got the old card trick. We've got Vanessa there. And lovely to have Cynthia in here from over in the US. There we go. All right, so that one is called Card Trick. How cool. I like the Card Trick one. It's kind of a nice one to do. And I've got another one because I put the name mat block next to each other. All right, so here we go. Are you ready to name this block? Here it comes. Let's put that up in there. And what is this one called? I'll go this way and down there. There we go. This one's a bit of a tricky one. What do you name that block? What do you think that block is called? Here we go. Oh, this one's got you. Oh, you're all just going to drop in a minute anyway. So name this block. No, not a pinwheel. Not cartwheel. No, because they're actually more in the middle. Windmill? No. Green and white. Love your work, Doreen. I'm on your side, honey. Windmill. It actually has its own name for this one. The windmill one's more got the point straight to the corner and comes, like goes the other way. All right, down through. Kaleidoscope, no. Daisy, no. Windmill, no. Oh, this one's got you stumped. I will look it up and see if it has got other names, but this is the one it came out of on my trusty books and my computer program when I got it. We've all got you stumped on this one. Can be sort of a kaleidoscope, I'll see, but I think kaleidoscope has a few more around it. All right. It is actually, where is it? The Maltese cross. All right, this one's named the Maltese cross. All right, that is what I looked it up and found it under most common, and it was called the Maltese cross. All right, I'll look at your answers. I'll look at all of those names that you put through, and I'll see if that looks very similar, and you'll get a point for that one anyway. I'm just going to have a drink. Okay. Been very cold here and I've been drinking and yes, having a whole hot chocolate, but I wanted the water. Okay, so yeah, that one was called the Maltese cross. Right, back to the book. I have lots more to ask you. This is a big quiz one. That's tricky. It is, Shanna. Okay, so, oh, this one's a fun one. Got nothing to do with quilting, just saying, but I just thought I'd throw a fun one in. Name 2 of the 7 colours of the rainbow. Just give me 2 colours out of the 7 of a rainbow. I've seen a few of them these days, so I thought, No, it's not a fan one either, Dizzy. Fan one sort of go right round. This one went round in the circle. So just give me 2 colours of the rainbow. I know there's 7, but give me 2. So I throw a fun one in that's got nothing to do with quilting. Okay, yep, here you come. We've got Joanne with the red and the yellow. Everyone loves red and yellow. Reds are popping up everywhere. Orange, yes. Red and indigo. Shanna got the one that I didn't know whether we'd all get, the indigo. Yellow and blue. We go. Who else we got? Oh, look at that. Indigo and violet. Yes, it is, Gail. I'm liking those too. All right, yep. So you all got it. Orange and purple. Well, purple's close to violet. We'll give you that one. Vanessa, no worries. Orange and purple. Purple and blue, indigo and red. Kathy, you got it as well. Okay, so, yeah, 7 colours of the rainbow. I'm not singing it, okay? So it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. All right? I know there's a Kermit the Frog one song or something on the colours of the rainbow. Yeah, I ain't singing it. All right, but you've all got those coming through. So that gets you a point. All right, here's another one. This one you have to finish the saying. Okay, so this is a saying. Always press, actually, I won't say always. Most of the time, you press to the side when you quilt with your seams. Okay, so most of the time, you press to the side. Think of Darth Vader. All right, always press to the side. All right. It's not always really. It depends on which way your Yep, here you all come. It all depends on your what you're quilting and whether your seams need to go one way or the other. So yeah, the dark side. Love the dark side. Yes. because yesterday was the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. All right. And Vanessa's got it, Doreen. Doreen's got it there as well. And she says, Dizzy's has got there to the dark side. There's Doreen. Cynthia, always press to the dark side. Yeah. Sometimes it's not always the dark side, mainly because you might want the seam to nest. Okay, so you might just have to put it a different way, especially when you're doing stars where you've got lots of little seams in there. So don't be too stressed if it's not always to the dark side because of your seams, because it's nicer to have the seams flatter than have the darker one on the light. All right, on the right side. Now, that on the right side, the dark side. Yeah, the wrong side. Veronica, I love that too. Always press to the dark side, Cynthia. Yes, definitely. All right. So that was pretty cool. Next one. Here's one. This is just another saying. I just thought I'd make it quirky tonight a little bit. Okay, so what's this one finish with? I don't need to get organised. I just need a bigger what? Okay, so I don't need to get organised. I just need a bigger something. I think we all agree with it. Don't need to be organised. I just need a bigger, what do we need a bigger one of? Definitely. Peter's the first one in there. Yes. A sewing room. Yep. I think we all just need a bigger sewing room, won't we? It's just one of those things that we all table. Yvonne's got table, sewing room, definitely. Veronica's come in with it. Yep, sewing room, a singing room, sewing room. Yep, Jenny, everyone. So, yeah, definitely, we all need a bigger sewing room. Narelle just needs to get a bigger house or shop. If anyone's been in the shop, you'll see that it's quite packed. Next week it won't be. A lot of the stuff will be with me going to or budget. Good on you, Shanna. Yeah, I don't need to get on it. I just need a bigger budget. Yeah, that's a good one. Work area, Cynthia, yes. Hi, Di, how are you? Stash, a bigger stash. Yeah, I like that one too. Yep, there's lots of different ones to go. That's okay, Sue. No worries, sweetie. We've still got quite a few. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more questions. All right, to go on quiz. I thought I'd make it a nice quiz. And then I've got a really great special for you tonight as well on the website. Mine is 5 by 5 and still not big enough. Yeah, Jenny, mine's a shop, a house, and yeah, it's still not big enough either. All right, next one. What is the most common fabric used in patchwork? Just the most common one, the percentage of it and that. What's the most common? Because you can use anything in patchwork and quilting, just saying. You can use the silk, you can use T-shirt material, you can use all sorts of things. But what's the most, yeah, Di, I love that one too. Dizzy, yeah, Di's was quite good for that last one. Need a bigger stash. Yes. What is it? Definitely. And it's 100% what? Cotton, all cotton. It is our most favourite. It is a density thing as well. So you need to check your density. So even if it is 100% cotton, the density might not be as thick. So that means it gives it a little bit more of an open weave. So when it's an open weave, you've got a little bit more stretch. So just be careful that when you buy them, and as I've always said, you'll buy a fat quarter here. 6 months later, you'll buy another fat quarter. Then you buy another one, you know, another. And by the time the 2 years comes up, you've got that set of 10 that you really, really want to use. But they're all different densities. So you just have to be careful if you're doing stars and that. That's why your points may not match, because the densities of the fabrics will be different. Okay. So, yeah, it is 100% cotton. I think you've all got that one. I have not even been looking because I was concentrating on talking to you guys. 100% cotton, 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 Doreen. Yep. Shannon's got it. Cynthia's got it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, next one. Oh, this is just something I thought I'd ask you and put it out there. I've got the answer to what I think it is, but we could get some other reasons. What would be the main reason for putting a label on a quilt? So when you label the back of it, what was the main reason for it? There is a more common one and a more one that goes on a lot of old quilts. So what is the main reason for putting a label on the back of a quilt? All right. And I think it's important to put that on the back. A lot of mine now don't get it. I used to, but there's lots going through. So a gift, definitely, Joanne. so they remember who it is that gave them to them. Washing instructions, my labels used to have washing instructions on them as well, definitely. For gifting info, yes. Gifting as a gift and when was made. Yes, Jane, that's another thing I was getting at, that it is with a date when it was made, from who it's from to tell who it's made. Karen saying hi. Identification, that's a good one, Shanna. Shaz, who made it, when and for who and year. Yes, Shaz, that is exactly. For care instructions for the gift, is he remembered and who it's made. Yeah, there is so many of you in here putting such great things for it, and that's why I threw this one. Vicky, yes, historical purposes. That's the one where I've got written down for history purposes. So you know when it's made and by whom. So, you know, you look at old quilts these days and they've got the labels on it, and they go back hundreds of years, and that you just have to look at the label. Sometimes you can tell by the fabrics and then how worn it is or whatever, but if there's a label on there, it really gives it gives the history behind who's made it, especially if you've made one using clothes or some special fabrics, or you've made it as a really, really special gift. So, yeah, I agree with that one. All right. This is a fun one again. What parts of your body closely equal a meter? Now, I've done this, right? When you want to know how far a meter is, heirloom and care instructions, Dizzy, definitely. So when you want to know how much a meter is and you haven't got a ruler on you, I let you with Lizzie. Lizzie always has a tape measure around the neck when you go shopping. Funny that. But if you haven't, how do you test roughly what a meter is? Do any of you guys know? I think we've all done it or seen somebody do it going, what the? Yeah, it's a little thing that we do. Yeah, Kathy, arm to where? Yep, chest to fingertip, shoulder to hand. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a funny one, isn't it? Arm to nose, yeah. That's the one, Karen, yeah. From your nose, if I move this way, from the tip of this one to your nose is roughly a meter. All right? It's just a funny thing. I've seen, and I've done it many a time, just to see how long a meter is. All right? So that is so trivia. What a quick 20-odd minutes, 25 minutes. I'll let you keep typing them in because I will still count them all up, but I'll count them all up later over the weekend and send off your vouchers. All right? Nose to fingertip, definitely, Cynthia. Now, don't forget, so you do get your vouchers, please subscribe to my website, okay, and make sure that your email address is in there because that's the only way I can send the vouchers to you. Maybe I just have shorter arms. Good on you, Vanessa. Yeah, I know. I always thought that too. What if a tall person, because I'm short, anyone knows me, I'm short. What if a tall person's got longer arms and it's further? But it is an average. It's not exact. It's just to give you an average, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you know because there's only a couple of minutes to go. Yes, Sue, nose to fingertips. Just to let you know that, well, you would already know, it's Mother's Day on Sunday. All right, so I'm not going to be live next Wednesday, but you will be able to see me coming on live throughout Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Canberra Show with different things, different workshops and all that sort of, or workshops and that I do, and coming live and hopefully having some special guests on there as well. So you'll see me there. But it is Mother's Day on Sunday, so I thought for tonight, as a special gift to all you mums, there will be 10% off the website for the next 24 hours. Okay, so all you have to do, and if I just put this in here and go here, all you have to do is put in the code when you get to the checkout of Mother's Day. No comma or nothing. It's got too complicated to do that. Just put Mother's Day in as the code that you will get the 10% off the entire website. Okay, so that's only from 8:30 tonight. It will go live, so in about 30 seconds. And then you will have it till 8:30 tomorrow night. There's 10% off the entire website. Okay, so that's just a happy Mother's Day gift to everybody. And I hope you all have a lovely one. Let's see, what have we got here? That's how I measure yards also. Definitely, Cynthia, yes. Looking forward to seeing you in Canberra. Definitely, Sue, that's next week. I think I'm driving from Tuesday, drive through the night, and I'll get there Wednesday. Joanne, wash hands. Wash hands. Not sure. Happy Mother's Day to you all. See you in Canberra, Vicky. Don't forget, guys, come and see me to get your Bindies Groupies badges, all right, that the lovely Mark made. So you can get your Bindies Groupie badge to wear around the show, all right, so everyone knows that you're one of their groupies. So thank you so much. I hope it was a fun night. It was a little bit off centre with the quiz, but we'll just always have fun on trivia night. So everyone have a lovely, lovely Mother's Day. Enjoy your week. I won't see you next Wednesday, but I will see you Thursday at some stage. And I will be live throughout the Canberra show. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday next week. I hope everyone has a lovely week. I have a lovely Mother's Day and happy sewing to everyone. Thank you. All right, what have we got, Dizzy? See you in Canberra, Vicky. I'm just going to answer these while you're all signing off. 4 days live at Canberra. Yeah, Shanna, it's going to be interesting. Another fun night. Thanks, Jane. Thanks, Yvonne. Dizzy with a space. Yes, space between the mothers and the day, honey. Yep, so it's mothers, but no comma. All right, so Mother's Day will go in. Happy Mother's Day to you, Joanne. Have a great time in Canberra. I will. Night, Mum. Have a nice Mother's Day. I'll give you a ring on Sunday. Joanne's clapping. Jackie, happy Mother's Day to you too. A great night. Thank you. Gail, happy Mother's Day. Cynthia, cute quilt behind me. That's the 9 hearts one behind me, Cynthia. That's just done with a disappearing 9 patch with your raw edge applique hearts on it. But I do have kits on them on the website. I do post over to the US, honey, but I haven't got it set up on the website. So if you want anything, just let me know. Night, Karen. Have a lovely Mother's Day. All lovely ladies. Yeah, I will travel safe. You guys know I love my driving. Happy Mother's Day to you, Yvonne, Doreen, Dizzy. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Cynthia. And evening to everyone. Nighty night, Dizzy. You've signed it off so well. Nighty night. Have a great evening and a great week, ladies, and happy sewing. See ya.